Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello. Welcome. Yes, I can hear. I think we have two guests for today. Your teammate is here or what?
Yep, he's also in the audience, GrantMatik. He put up his request.
Okay, we will unmute him. Thank you, man. Glad to have you here today for today, guys. We will unmute him and we will start. So, Logan, please unmute our guest.
Hey guys, how are you?
We are good. Thank you, man. How are you?
Very good.
He's
It's early here on this side of the world.
yeah, sure. So my friend is telling me that Grant need to accept the request or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Mic check.
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah. Welcome. So, welcome everyone. We will start our season for today. The recording is on. So first, let us know more about you guys, about the team, and how many members you are, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, we can get started with that. So, Bourbon-n-Blockchain, we are a crypto project that is focusing on supporting blockchain technology. Right now, we have several support members in our group. We have 4 founders, and we are currently working. Hold on 1 second, I got a cough.
No problem. Take your time.
Sorry about that. So we are currently
No
working
problem.
on supporting blockchain infrastructure. By doing that, we are setting up validator nodes and other support structures. And then what we're doing is we're fractionalizing that so that we can actually get more people involved.
Amazing. So that was my my second question, but thank you for answering it. I want to know, you have your teammate here, GrantMatik. I think it's not his name. So yeah, welcome.
I can jump in. I can answer the first question. I can answer the first question for you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. So, just like Draco was saying, that Bourbon-n-Blockchain has 4 founders. It's myself, Draco, Generator, and Mr. Maverick. Generator, Mr. Maverick are here right now with us, but you have Draco and I. We all came from a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all came from.
I want to know how you guys get started into crypto world. You know, this kind of stuff. I think it's important for our audience as well. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So we all came from a little bit different background. About 2 years ago, well, let's back up. Draco and I know each other in person. We can reach out and touch each other if we wanted to. So a couple years ago, I helped co-found a group, a crypto information business called CryptoDreko, and that had grown at its peak to around 1,500 subscribers. Draco Generator were a part of that growth. Mr. Maverick was a member of the community. During that time, Draco Generator started Bourbon-n-Blockchain, which was another group, just a community of like-minded individuals that enjoyed crypto and bourbon. And Mr. Maverick was a part of both groups. And Mr. Maverick, struck a relationship with Draco and Generator. And a couple months later, we all kind of came together and came up with the business prospect and crypto proposal that Draco just explained.
Amazing. So Nice to know you guys, and I want to know more about your project. Now, you already mentioned some, but give us some information to start with, and then we will move on to the first segment, which is question from the comments.
Yeah, sorry about earlier, but I've been having this cough that keeps creeping up on me, so it's been difficult for me to speak. So more about the
Okay.
project itself. So what we actually do, we're actually creating a long-term sustainable project that provides rewards for club members. So what that means is we've looked at several different projects over the course of the last 2 years and looked at things that worked and things that didn't work. And one of the things that was not working was providing consistent rewards that were actually being generated by a yield. What I mean by that is most projects, specifically in 2021, going into 2022, the early 2022, what they were doing was they were actually recycling new users' rewards. So that's why people kept calling all these project Ponzi schemes, because what they were doing was they were saying we can give you 10,000% APY, but the only way they could do that is as long as new members were coming into the group and paying to get into that group or buying their token, they were taking those new funds and providing them back to people that are already in the project. So one of the things that we tell people when they're conducting their research is, if you can't find out where the yield is coming from, where they're generating their yield for rewards, then you are the yield for rewards. By getting into that project, you're providing income to the people that got there before you. So what was important about what we created, right? So you're just at the bottom of the Ponzi, right? So what we created, we created a project that actually generates a yield from actual on-chain validation. So we participate in acquiring different validators in the ecosystem to support blockchain technology. And we also have liquidity pools and liquid stake derivatives. So those are things that exist in crypto that are already there that provide yield. They're real yield mechanisms that support blockchain technology. And we participate in that in a large scale. And what I mean is that a lot of people want to try to get in and probably get, like, for example, an Ethereum validator node. In an Ethereum validator node, you have to have a minimum of 32 Ethereum. So right now, based on the price of Ethereum being $15.50, if you did $15.50 times 32, that's $49,600. Not everybody can afford $50,000 for a node. So what we have done is we are actually acquiring those nodes and then fractionalizing it so club members can actually participate in that node as a group. And we share the rewards of that participation with everybody that purchases the blockchain, our NFTs. We spread out that reward through all of those individuals.
Amazing. So it was a really good start. Now, we will move on to the first segment, which is a question from the comments. Do you have anything to say before we start? Do you need anything to ask about, or we're good?
Yeah. If you got some questions, we'll definitely answer them.
Yeah. Let's. I didn't have much time to pick the question, but we will go with what we have. So first question is from Bending. He is saying one of the features of encrypto is attitude and KYC. So what do you look at when screening? Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm picking the wrong question. Just let me open the post real quick. Sorry.
No, it's okay. While you're looking for the question, I'll add a few different things about the project.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're already removing that initial barrier. We refer to it as a barrier to entry for people that want to participate in on-chain validation. So we're removing that. But also, when people want to run a node, there's a lot that goes into that, right? So not only do you have to have that $50,000 for an Ethereum node, but you also have to have access to a server. So if you don't have access to a server, you have to pay a monthly fee to rent a virtual server, or a VPS. So we actually get rid of all of those barriers, and we're doing all of that stuff for you as the project development. So all you do as a club member would be to purchase the NFT. You hold the NFT. We have a $1 per month maintenance fee that we use to keep all of our equipment running and paying all the bills. And then you claim your rewards that come in from all the validators. Currently, we have 2 Ethereum validators, one AVAX validator that has 4,000 staked AVAX. We have an A0 validator. We have Flux validator. We have a DAG validator. So we have several very diversified validators that are coming into the project. And that's important because we have a diversified portfolio so that we're not relying on just one specific token to provide yield for the project.
Amazing. Yeah, I got you. So I find my first question. It's from Boha. He is asking, can you describe briefly about your partnership you have so far, or any upcoming partnership you have in your project?
Yeah, I'll describe a partnership that we have with a hard wallet company, and then Grant could probably describe some of our other partnerships, like with our a bourbon distillery that we're working with as well, and some other on-chain projects. So we actually pride ourselves in providing not just on-chain utility, but also off-chain utility. So one of the off-chain utilities that we are providing is we have a partner with Grid Plus hardware wallets. They're a hardware wallet company that provides an entire hardware wallet service. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out. Grid Plus is pretty good. So long story short, that partnership is we actually utilize that project, Grid Plus hardware, to protect a lot of our assets. We have several wallets that are involved in this project. We have a decentralized wallet approach where not everything is all in one wallet. A lot of projects trust everything in the smart contract, which is not great. If you just trust your smart contract in one wallet, then you have one attack vector. So everybody can attack that one specific area, and that leaves you vulnerable. So what we have done is we actually split everything up. So even if our project was to be attacked, for example, you wouldn't be able to attack just one specific aspect. We have validators on different chains. We have wallets on different chains. We're very decentralized in that manner. So that makes us more mobile. It makes us a little bit more flexible. And it also protects us because not everything's all in one spot at one time. And Grid Plus hardware wallets, they help us do that. So like right now, I think we have somewhere around like maybe 12 to 15 different wallets that are all working to protect the project all at the same time.
Great. It's a great idea. So if one wallet get attacked or robbed for some reason, you have the remaining of the funds safe in other wallets and in different blockchain. That is amazing.
Absolutely.
So here we have our next question from Jane. He is saying, what makes the BnBS ecosystem unique? For example, what are the most relevant reasons why our users should choose to join a club like BnB, like a project, and how would she contribute to the ecosystem by joining it? You got the question?
Yeah. Grant, you want this one?
Yeah, sure. I'll answer the first part.
You can help me pick the question. You know, I was hosting AMA 10 minutes ago, so I didn't really pick a good question. Yeah, you can go ahead and answer.
I did grab a few questions. I didn't see who they were all from. I do have a handful of questions that I can answer as well. I've just pulled them from the comments while you guys were chatting. But let's
great.
Let's go back to I want to finish up answering before I get into what makes us unique. I would like to go back and talk about our additional partners that we have. You know, one of the biggest things that we outside of security, which is extremely important in the crypto space, not just for this project, but for anybody. You know, everybody should be really trying to protect their assets on their own hard wallets. And, you know, I'm sure everyone has heard, you know, not your keys, not your crypto. We've seen what's happened with central exchanges like FTX and things like that. And people have been devastated. So protect your assets, everybody. But let's continue about our partners. You know, this project is about validation and securing blockchain technology. And in doing so, we've recognized that there are hurdles that we're going to have to pass through or jump over. And one of those hurdles is the cost and acquiring things like servers to run these validators. Not everything is just stake on some platform. You need costly computer hardware and servers to run these things. You have to pay for the power, the electric, et cetera. So what we've realized was that as we grow, that's going to be quite demanding. Now, part of the reason why there's a service fee, but outside of that, we know that we can work with other trusted organizations, and one of those trusted organizations is Smart Nodes, who also run validators, and they run most of their validators, if not all of them, on the Cosmos ecosystem. So we're expanding to work with them as well and delegate to their existing validators, which in turn frees up some of our hardware space to continue to grow on the multiple validators that Dreko just explained. Also, from a community standpoint, we also know that crypto education is extremely important. We've partnered with a crypto education project and platform that provides education to those who wish to receive it at a discount for being a Bourbon-n-Blockchain member. So if you're new to crypto and you want to get your feet wet, you can learn all about how to secure your assets, what crypto is, the different terminology, and all that. And that's accessible through our project. And finally, one of the off-chain things that or partnerships that we're creating and working through is a Shire distillery. And obviously, I think some people here would sit here and ask, what is the bourbon aspect of Bourbon-n-Blockchain? I don't understand why they would call themselves that. Well, the reason we called ourselves that is our goal off-chain long-term is to provide bourbon to our club holders. And our club holders would be our NFT holders, and provide them with bourbon through tastings, through gift baskets, whatever it may be. And this is a long-term vision. But we've partnered with one distillery already in Texas, in the United States, and we're working on figuring a way to send bourbon to our club holders and have it arrive at their doorstep. So those are additional partnerships that we have, and we're going to continue to grow through our partnerships. So obviously the invitation is out for anybody to approach us and see how we can collaborate or work together in this space, because that's how crypto was formed, through community. So what makes us unique as a project? Yeah. So so what makes us unique as a project? I think Dreko kind of touched on this already, and one of the things that makes us unique is we're getting away from the schemes that you saw in the last bull run, where other new users funds are paying for early investors. This is not the case. So we've developed our project where we have a limited amount of NFTs, and that's your fractionalized portion of the project. You have a limited amount of NFTs to become a club member, and each of those NFTs will earn rewards from the validators. Part of those, or some of those validators, are actually voted upon by the community. So you have an active role in determining which assets we should acquire. And then those assets return a reward, and those rewards go back to the club holders. Now, there's a portion of it where 50% of the rewards go back to club holders, 45% goes to the reinvestment, and 5% goes to the team for managing these things. But as we can see in this bear market, which is, and then maybe some people would say that we've broken the downtrend, but what we've seen is, I think some of the people are a little nervous getting in. But if you look at the assets that we've acquired and you look at where they were in the last time at their all-time high, I think at this point we've acquired about $200,000 to $300,000 worth of assets, whether it's Ethereum, AVAX, A0, DAG, you name it, the Phantom, the Flux, the assets that we have, their all-time high value would be well over $1 million. And those rewards will go back to the club holders. And I think that's what makes us unique in an aspect of we are truly a community. Just so I was wanting to touch on the partners that we have, because we're community-based. We want to make sure everybody is safe and secure. We are doing our best to make sure our project is safe and secure. And we want to return those rewards back to those who wish to participate. And also bourbon when we get there as the project continues to grow.
Great, man. That was really great answer. Thank you, man. So you spoke a lot. I think all the questions I see right now, you already answered them. Okay.
I have a few.
You said, you said you have many questions you want to answer. Please go ahead and help me with that.
Yeah. So, and I apologize. I went through the chat and I didn't grab the names of who asked these questions, but
I will find them. Yeah.
Okay. One of the questions is, why should I trust your project, and has the team handled any successful projects before? So one of the biggest things that we're hoping to do, and I think we've done it within our community, is be transparent about everything. So all of our wallet addresses are posted. Anybody can go in, and through the blockchain, they can see the funds being transferred out. Any purchase that we make, we post for our community to see, so they can see that there's no hidden scheme or scam where assets or money is being pilfered from the project. So trust and transparency is our number one goal. One of our founders, Mr. Maverick, is fully doxed. His information is out there. We just posted our business certificate and LLC information that we have backing the project. I have doxed through Assure KYC. Like I said, I know Dreko in real life. I could reach out and touch him if I wanted to. All the people in this project, we all know each other, and about half, if not 3/4 of the team are doxed in some fashion, whether it's through a KYC platform or actually fully doxed. The second half of the question is, has the team handled any successful projects before? We haven't necessarily handled a crypto project, whether it's an NFT project or a token project. But what I can tell you is our diverse background in what we do in our actual day jobs, our real life. This isn't our full-time thing. And also our history with building a project, like I discussed earlier, CryptoDreko, which was a subscription-based crypto project. Built that from the ground up, started with a handful of people, Dreko including one of those individuals, as well as Generator. But that became basically a $1 million business within a year through subscription fees. We had over 40 employees. So we have some history, not only in our real world jobs, but in the Web3 space and building projects that have extreme value.
Great, amazing, man. Thank you for answering his question. Do you have anything to add? Sorry, Borno, your other teammate, do you have anything to add to his information? We didn't hear you from a while.
Yeah, there were a few questions that I was scrolling through the chat. There were a few questions about, for example, like what are our plans for the future? Our plans for the future are to continue to. Yeah, we continue to. We're planning to grow, and we're continuing to grow more assets. So the way that we disperse our rewards, once we accumulate rewards, 50% of that goes right back to the community immediately. So every month we pull the rewards and we provide those rewards back to club holders, club members. Once we have 50% out there, 45% gets reinvested. So the plan is to constantly grow. This is just the beginning, right? We're in 2023. In 2025, we'll be back into a bull market. We plan to do this for several iterations. So for this bull market alone, we plan to assume as many assets as we possibly can during this bear market and during the accumulation phase, running into a bull market. Then once that's over, well, we'll reassess, we'll strategize, and make sure that our project's in the best position to continue to earn rewards through the next bear market. And then once we hit the bear market, we'll accumulate more assets going into the next bull market. And we'll be larger, and we'll have more funds to do so. So we're constantly reinvesting. 45% of all the funds are being reinvested. And that's important so that we continue to grow as a group.
Amazing. Thank you, man. So that will be the end of the question from the comments, but I have a last question to ask is, what do you think that do you have anything missing in your project that you need to make it more successful or make it more global? Do you think that you have anything missing?
Yeah, I mean, I think that one of the things that makes it difficult as a project, we decided to launch during a bear market. And the reason why we launched during a bear market is because that's the best time to accumulate assets. That argument can be given right now. If you were to purchase any of these different validators that we have discussed that we've already purchased, all of them are in the positive. All of them are acquiring more token value because the market has turned a little bit in this short period of time, right? The more you invest when everybody else is scared, the more you invest in a bear market, the better your outcome is long term. So we chose to do that on purpose. The hard part is when you are creating something in a bear market, it's difficult to get people to pay attention because they've already left because everything is kind of crashing and burning, right? So that makes it difficult to get people to pay attention. And it's difficult to get people to invest in a project during a bull or a bear market because they don't see all of the big money coming out right now. So I think, the one thing that we can do is get the word out there and how important it is to be investing in this bear market. This is the best time to invest in projects. This is the best time to look at different assets. This is the best time to diversify. You don't want to buy when everything's ripping off and going to the moon. That's when you take profits, right? So we're trying to educate people, and we're also trying to create something that's really amazing all at the same time. And the difficult part is getting people to pay attention and realize that now is the time to get involved in a project like this.
That is absolutely true and makes sense. Thank you, man. So we will move on to the next segment, which is question from the voice chat. Guys, you can go check their Twitter, their platforms, and go check their website to prepare good question for it. Now, guys, you can pick the people who is going to ask if you want. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, if you want to bring up people to ask questions, that's fine.
Okay, great. So we will start with General X. Okay, General, you can go ahead and ask your question. You can go ahead and ask a question. General, still with us?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Go ahead.
So my question is, is your NFT only usable for your platform, or can your NFTs pertain to other project?
I didn't catch it.
I heard a part of your question. Can you ask the question again, please?
Please repeat it.
I just want to know, is your NFTs only usable for your platform, or can your NFT pertain to other project?
That's a good question. So we've actually been approached by other projects to see if we can work with their projects. There is ways to blend because our project actually exists on the Polygon blockchain. So in order, for example, to purchase our NFT, you need USDC on Polygon. Other projects have asked if they would like to merge our NFT with their NFT in order to create multi-utility. That is possible. That's possible for all of those part of NFTs. We have not done that yet. Right now, we're more focused on what we're creating and selling our NFTs for our project. But that is not off the table of working with or combining with other NFTs in the future. We do want to make sure that we're providing the maximum amount of on-chain and off-chain utility for our project. So yeah, that's something that we are interested in, but it is not something that we have done yet.
Great, thank you for answering his question. Thank you, General, for asking the question. Now we'll move on to the next question from. Thank you. Yeah, next question from Spark. Let us hear your question. You can speak now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So my question is concerning the NFT. Since these days it's actually difficult to sell most NFTs due to their little utility. So how do you intend to increase the utilities of this NFT and make them more valuable? And then maybe ensure the holders that in the future they'll be able to sell this NFT at reasonable price?
Yeah, that's a great question. Most NFTs out there have nothing backing them at all. I mean, I would say 95, maybe more percent have nothing backing them other than the fact that they've been sold. These NFTs are backed by the entire treasury. Everybody that purchases an NFT is a fractionalized participant in the entire ecosystem. So when you get inside that ecosystem, that NFT is actually financially backed. The value of that NFT is based off of everything that's in the treasury, right? So like even for right now, we have several different validators that are backing that asset. Though the income that is going to be coming from those assets going to that NFT is what backs the value of that NFT, right? So there's actually something behind it. It's not just an idea. It's not just artwork. It's not just the team. There's actually on-chain analytics and validators that are there supporting that NFT. So that's what helps with the value. Providing long-term utility, the more and more that we purchase, the more assets that we put under management that provides yield to all of the NFT holders. That is what's important. That's what we continue to do. And that's what makes the project as a whole more valuable. And in turn, the NFTs more valuable. So the longer we run, the more that we do, the more rewards that we provide, that continues to make the project more and more valuable over time. So my answer would be the project itself and the mechanisms that it participates in and the assets that it acquires ensures that the NFTs hold value.
I do want to jump in because we have one other mechanism that is extremely important that we usually it's within our documentation. It's within the people in our community know it. But one of the biggest things, we have this question of value. We've talked about the 45% reinvestment from the total rewards. After we mint out and the project continues to grow, occasionally we will be asking our club members if they want us to go and buy any NFTs that are on sale, say on OpenSea or wherever, the different platforms where people are selling NFTs. And the reason we would do that is if the community votes to use the reinvestment treasury to buy back NFTs, then that would reduce. What we would do is we would put those NFTs in a blacklisted wallet from earning rewards. And that would reduce the amount of NFTs that are being rewarded, thereby increasing the rewards for current club holders, if that makes sense. So not only do we have, like Dreko said, a treasury backing our NFTs and providing rewards where 95+% of other NFTs do not have that. They're just something slapped onto a digital space. We also will be, once we mint out, talking with our club members and seeing if they want us to go on and buy these NFTs for sale, thereby increasing their rewards back to them.
All right,
Amazing.
sorry.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, I actually have one more question. Can you hear me?
We will leave space for other people.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Go
Okay.
ahead. No problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, since you're trying to build a club, just like the Flyfish and the Bored Ape, so are there certain influencers or people, top like prominent people or people that are well known that you plan to maybe introduce into your project? Because one thing that kept the Bored Ape Club very strong and then their NFT highly valuable is as a result of deep individuals holding these NFTs and not basically the utilities the NFTs have. So how do you plan to do the same since you plan to build a club just like them?
Yeah, I think it's also important to let people know we've already built our club. Our club has already been established, the foundation of it. We've already launched our project. We're already selling our NFTs. We're almost 10% sold right now, and we're continuing to sell. We actually have tiers where right now, if you purchase an NFT, it's 450 USDC. And once we get to 2,500, it goes up by $25, and it continues to get more and more expensive over time. And if you purchase an NFT during the first phase, which is at $450, you can purchase throughout all of the phases at $450. So those tier increases wouldn't affect you. When it comes to your question, when we are talking about bringing in like well-known people or celebrities or individuals that are big into our project, we're going to let that happen organically. We're very, very big on organic growth. We have no bots. We have no paid shillers in our group. We don't believe in that. We believe in growing organically and getting our project out to people and speaking about what we're doing and having people choose to come into the project and learn. If we find that we have bots or anybody that's in our group that is not a true individual or that doesn't care about the project, we'll move on from them. That's not what we want. So we're not going to pay somebody to shill our project for us like that. We want to grow organically and find that. So if somebody wanted to join our project that fit that position, we would gladly bring them in.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for answering him, and thank you, Spark, for asking. So we will move on to the third question now. Comment, let's go. Comment, you can ask your question. Okay, we will choose another one. I think he is not here. James, go ahead and ask your question, please. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. We can hear. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for bringing me. But, my question is, one of the main factor user looking in the crypto project is the use case of the token and project. So, what are the use cases on your project?
The use case of the project?
Yep.
So we don't have a token. We have an NFT. We do not pay out or invest in any sort of crypto token. There's over 22,000 tokens out there. There's no need for us to create a new one. And most of those tokens are garbage and they're losing money. So we're not making a new token. What we're doing is we're investing in blockchain infrastructure. The utility and the purpose of this project is to support crypto from the base layer of crypto. We participate in proof of stake networks. Proof of stake is what operates a lot of these new projects and all of these different proof of stake networks, such as Ethereum, AVAX, Polygon, several of them, right? Some new ones like A0. So that's how our project operates and creates a yield, but that's also the use case of the project. As a member, you get to participate in supporting all of these projects from the base layer of proof of stake networks. And over time, you earn yield, you earn returns, you earn rewards from these NFTs. The NFTs themselves provide a reward to you as a holder. You connect to our decentralized application. That decentralized application shows you all of our wallets, all of our assets. It shows you where all of the income's coming from and how they're doing and reacting. And then you can claim those rewards from the decentralized application as a club member. So the NFT, as you hold it, earns you rewards over time. That's the use case.
Thank you for answering his question, though he didn't actually made good research before he asked.
No, it's fine. That's great. I appreciate the question. Thank you very much for it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So we will take another question from Angel. Also, guys, please do more research before asking any question. Angel? If you can hear us, you can ask your question now. Okay, Odin Ayrton, you can ask your question. Can you hear us? Please go ahead and ask your question.
Is always an important factor for every project. Partnership you guys doing is great
Please,
one. So how can we individual benefit from it?
you already answered.
Can I ask one more
No, I
question?
think that's
Okay.
still, I mean, we can give you another example of a partnership. So we
Okay.
we don't partnership very much with other crypto projects, but we do collaborate with other crypto projects. Some of the partnerships slash collaborations that we've done, I don't know if you've ever heard of Vapor. Vapor is a project that's been around for over a year, and they are constantly evolving and changing. And right now they're very focused on their decentralized exchange at DEX, and they also have a bridge. And we thought that that was really important to support crypto and blockchain technology. So long story short, we are looking for partnerships, and we do create partnerships. And as a partnership for that, you would have direct access to a project that is participating as a DEX and as a bridge. We've all used a bridge and have been scared when those funds don't show up after 20, 30 minutes. Long story short, we would be able to have direct access to them. So if you came and ran into an issue, we could reach out to the developers immediately and say, hey, one of our users haven't gotten their funds, and they would make sure that they get that customer service and that you wouldn't lose those funds. So yes, we are doing partnerships, and Vapor is one of our big partnerships that we are very proud of.
Amazing. Thank you,
you so much.
Thank you, Odin,
thank you for your question.
Thank you. And the last one is from CZ. I already accepted you. You can go ahead and ask your question. CZ, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and ask your question. It's the last one.
Yeah, all right. I actually have a couple of questions. So first of all, I want to know if there is rarities in your NFT, and second, I want to know the challenges you're facing in your projects currently, and what moves are you making in order to sort or fix these challenges.
So I caught the tail end of that. What challenges are we facing? Can you ask the first part?
Yeah, the first part I'm asking about the rarities in your NFTs. Like, what are the rarities? Is there any kind of rarities in your NFTs? Maybe what I have to benefit in the different NFTs I have. I don't know if you get the question.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it. So the different attributes, the rarities that we have. So all of our NFTs are different. They all do have like different rarity levels, if you will. There are some one of ones. As of right now, I should back up. The reason we did that is potentially in the future we can utilize those rarities for different opportunities within the club. However, there's no right now, the rarities don't get you anything extra. You don't get more of rewards or less of rewards for having a one of one, for example, or something that may be a little less rare. So yes, there are rarities. There are different tiers out there, but it doesn't affect your rewards or anything like that. The second half, I would say the challenges that we're facing. The challenges we're facing, I think Dreko kind of touched on already, is the current market that we're in, right? We're building in a bear market, and crypto in itself has probably lost, hundreds of thousands of interested people because the market is turning down. But building in this market allows us to acquire additional assets at a much cheaper price. So the challenges is getting the word out to other individuals. So I commend everyone who is listening in this AMA who may be interested in this project and other projects, because you're still around, and for a project like this, you're early. because there's a lot more to come. So the challenge is just getting the word out, getting more people interested back into crypto, getting people to understand that we truly are backing blockchain and validation, and we're supporting blockchain technology. We're not investing funds. We're not an investment firm. We're not doing those things. Our whole purpose is to support blockchain technology, and we'll stand by that as long as we're around.
Amazing, man. Thank you. It was a really good answer. So I think we are done for today from the live question and the comment question. If you guys have anything to say for our audience before we end it for today.
Yeah, I would encourage if anybody listening is interested in our project, we're posting in the tweets, we're posting in the chat some of our contact information and the Discord link in our website. Our Discord link is also on our website. Join our Discord, ask questions. There are no dumb questions. If you have a question that you are embarrassed to ask, just ask. We have a very good team that is, they're centered on answering these questions and making people feel comfortable and making sure they understand what they're looking at. The last thing we want are people to get involved in something without understanding it. So please join our Discord, ask a lot of questions. There's a ton of people in there that are eager to help answer the questions that you have. And we would be excited to, have any of you that are listening to this join our project. So yeah, please check us out. Check out our artwork. We are posting some of the artwork in the chat as well. Our artwork is not generated artwork. It's 3D artwork that was handmade by one of our artists. His name is August. He handmade all of these 3D bottles and all of the artwork on there. So we actually have videos of him creating every single thing that is in the image. He created all of it from hand. So these are not generated artwork. This is actual 3D artwork that was made by a human being.
Amazing, man. So as he said, guys, go check the Discord, the Twitter, the website, and ask as many questions as you need to ask. I think we are done for today. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you everyone for listening to our season today.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming and listening, and thank you for all the great questions.
Thank you, man. Thank you, both of you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
So everyone, thank you for coming in today. Don't forget to set your reminder for our AMA tomorrow. We actually have both 2 AMAs going on tomorrow. So set your reminder and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.